let's get started. Okay, you guys, welcome to Rank Your Videos, okay? If this is your first workshop with me, welcome. If this is your second workshop with me, yay, yay. So let me do a little introduction. My name is TJ. I'm the creator of the cutest travel and food show at almost 400K subscribers and 40 million views. So I'll take this glasses off here. So 4 years ago, I was working at a corporate job. I felt just, unfulfilled, as in I wasn't using my creativity. I was always a creative person, and so I quit. I traveled the world for about 3 years, figuring out how to get paid doing what I love. I took on all kinds of freelance gigs, all of it, whatever I could do to sustain the travels and creating videos. And today I run a 6-figure business as a full-time video creator. I help creators confidently grow a YouTube audience and explode in exposure. And the stuff that we talk about in this workshop and in the previous workshop, it's all stuff I'm very, very excited about and passionate about. Gets me so excited. Okay, so before we start, I kind of want to understand where everyone is who is attending. So if you are somebody who wants to get into YouTube, maybe you have 1 or 2 videos on your channel, but that's it, you're not really uploading consistently, please type 1 into the question box. If you are somebody who is uploading pretty consistently, or you have like a couple of pretty good videos on your channel, but maybe you've, have given it up, or you just aren't uploading as consistently, or you are uploading consistently, then please type 2. So if you have a channel that's rocking it, type 2. If you guys are completely new, you don't really have anything on your YouTube channel, type 1 into the question box. Okay. All right, so I'm getting like 50, 51, and 2. 50, 51, and 2. Wow, okay. I'm seeing a lot of 1s, but I'm also seeing a lot of 2s. That's fantastic. So we have a mix of people in here, which is great because I can tailor my workshop. Some of the workshops here are some of the stuff here is beginner, some of the stuff is very advanced. So housekeeping stuff. During this workshop, please take a photo of your laptop or computer screen, whatever you're watching this on, and tag me at CuppaTJ. You can do this during the workshop right now or after the workshop, and I can thank you so much for coming and reshare it. Okay, give me some loving. Okay, before we start, and also for those of you who are just coming in, again, the questions box is your chat box. Okay, so you can submit anything in there and it's gonna come through me and I can see it. Before we start, I gotta do a little disclaimer, okay? I got a little disclaimer. Even though this is a search workshop, it's all about keywords and getting your videos ranked. YouTube is not just about search. You can follow all of these steps, you can nail all the right keywords, the tags, the description, and still not grow. Okay, and that is because this is just one piece of the pie. And I tell you guys right now, YouTube is a lot of hard work. That is just the truth. No sugarcoating here, right? But it's also one of the best jobs in the world to be a YouTuber and to have a space where you can create and do what you love. With that said, let's get started. All right, so WTF is search-friendly content, you guys. I pulled this definition off the internet, by the way. SEO-friendly content is the type of videos that's created in a way, or type of content, sorry, that's created in a way that helps the search engine rank it high. It's really meant to help them search engines find, understand, and connect your content to the topic you're trying to cover. So TLDR, to shorten it, you guys, simply put, it's just creating videos around topics that people are searching for, right? And the reason why I want to do this is because YouTube, even though it's a video platform, it's a place to relax. What it is it's a search engine with a lot of content. It's the second largest search engine in the world. Who's the first? Google. Who owns YouTube? Google, right? So when we put content on these platforms, it's very, very powerful. And it can show up not just on the YouTube search pages, but also the Google search pages. And the reason why we need to understand search, okay, and I'm gonna give you guys a little example to kind of understand where we're going with this and what I'm gonna teach you in this workshop. So this is a quick example to understand. Let's say Dave films a vlog about visiting New York and seeing the best city view at this rooftop bar, right? He's vlogging his day. He's like, oh man, this rooftop bar is amazing. Check out this view. And he's like, I'm gonna title it Manhattan Views 2020. And this, I'm being very generous here. Usually I see people who are just starting out titling their vlog something even more abstract, like martinis and sunsets. Something something like that, you know. So why this title doesn't work out? Are these search terms Manhattan Views 2020? Yes, people do search for those things. But why this doesn't work out? Well, it's not really what his video is about. If his video was a cinematic video compiling all of the views of Manhattan, all right, or it was like him walking through Manhattan showing you views, then yes, that's kind of what his video is about. 2, it doesn't really entice anyone to click on it. Okay, Manhattan Views 2020. There's probably a lot of other videos just like that. Which goes to the third point, Manhattan Views is a search-friendly word, yes, but he's competing against a ton of other videos that actually showcases Manhattan views. What happens is, even if his videos pop up, if a viewer clicks into it and they watch the video and they're like, what, this video is not about Manhattan views, it's about this guy enjoying his time in New York, guess what happened? The viewer is going to leave the video. When they leave the video, YouTube's like, oh, this is not an engaging video, we're not going to push it. So what would be a good way or a good title, essentially, or what would be better is this. Changing it to, this is the best rooftop bar to get views of Manhattan, or best place to get views of Manhattan, weekend in NYC 2020, right? This is more search friendly and it pops. So that's what today's workshop is going to get you to start doing, all right? Creating titles, thumbnails, and content that is search friendly, which will then convert into more views and hopefully subscribers for you. Yeah. All right. So you're probably sitting there like, okay, TJ, I'm excited. How do I know what people are searching for? Now here's the thing. Whatever your channel is, okay, you should have a pretty good idea of who your audience is, right? If you're a fitness channel, who's your audience, right? If you're a self-care channel, who's your audience? If you're a travel channel, who's your audience? Why you need to understand your audience? Because you need to understand what they are searching for. Okay, how are they spending their time when they go on YouTube, when they go on Google? What are they typing into their search box? What are they searching for? And how you can find this out, let's do this. Here's how you can find this out. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I lost track of, okay, it's fine. All right, so here's where to find them. These are websites that will basically tell you what people are searching for. They'll tell you all the keywords, and they'll even show you engaging content that you can create around it. And I'm going to show you a couple of these websites, okay? So here we go. Let's start with Answer the Public. And by the way, you guys, instead of like doing a lot of things live, like typing things in, I've either screenshotted it or already preloaded it because it will make the workshop go a lot faster than you sitting there having to wait for things to load. All right. So this is Answer the Public. It's a great website. You can type in any keyword you want, and it's going to show you a bunch of amazing results. So let's just say, for the sake of this workshop, your channel is about thrifting. You love thrifting, love clothes, you love like changing your clothes up, you love finding clothes, you love going to Goodwill, you love doing all these things. So you want your channel to be about thrifting. So you're just going to type in thrifting into the website, and it's going to show you questions that people are asking. So right here, it says, where to go thrifting in NYC, where to go thrifting in London, where to go thrifting in Sydney, where to go thrifting in Singapore. If you guys live in any of those places, thrifting is obviously a very pop-in topic. Okay, why is thrifting good? Why thrifting is bad? When I look at this type of information coming up, what I'm thinking is, ooh, I can make a video about 5 reasons why thrifting is good, 5 reasons why thrifting is bad, right? These are type of videos that I can make because this is what people are searching for my channel, for the topic of my channel. And if you go down, there's even more information, more pairings of words. Okay, thrifting for home decor, thrifting for the environment, thrifting for resale, thrifting for furniture. All of these little lines, all of these little words, these are all video ideas. And there's more. You just keep going down. It even shows you comparison, like thrifting, upcycling, thrifting, and fast fashion, thrifting. It just shows you a ton. Look at this, a whole list in alphabetical of different keywords that you can target of things that people are actually searching for. Another website, this is BuzzSumo. BuzzSumo does a great job of finding engaging good content that's already on the internet. Okay, so you type in thrifting into web content, BuzzSumo will show you all these content, these blog posts, these websites with these content ideas that's doing really well. When I look at these things, I am like, ooh, 8 looks to inspire your next thrifting haul. That's a video idea for my channel. 8 thrifting tips and tricks for serious scavengers. That's another idea for my Goodwill Outlet Bins thrifting haul. Oh, thrifting haul Goodwill. That's another great idea. Another website that is very similar to BuzzSumo is Ubersuggest. Ubersuggest is another great tool. You type in thrifting, it will show you the search volume, show you a bunch of other keyword overview. Search volume is high, which means about 135,000 searches per month about thrifting, which means if you have a channel on thrifting, it's very likely that your channel will be in demand and the content you create will be in demand. There's so many people searching for it. Okay, if you go down, scroll down, it's going to show you keyword ideas of things to target. And then it's going to show you content ideas. Thrifting and upcycling, how to decorate on a budget. That's a video idea. 25 things you should always buy at thrift stores. That's another video idea. Okay. Thrifting in the city, 5 secondhand NYC boutiques for shopping. That's another video idea. Right? Just based on these 3 websites that I just searched, I probably have enough content to cover me for the whole year. And it took like what? How long has it been? 5-7 minutes? Now I put together this, I have more of it. So I put together this little spreadsheet for you guys. Again, this is like the first step. So I have a YouTube program, and this is probably like the beginning of week 2. All right. What you guys are going to do is as you go through each of these websites, right, you're going to copy 8 thrifting tips and tricks for serious scavenger. You're going to write this in thrifting tips for serious scavengers. What was another one? Another one was thrifting, upcycling, decorate on a budget. Sorry, I typed so fast. And upcycling, thrifting on a budget. Okay, I know it's not the exact, but you see, guys, you see what I'm doing? Anytime I find a content piece that I think is a really good idea, I'm going to put it into this content gold mine. And I have a little key thing here of these emojis. What this means is, if you find a topic that you really love, like you're like, ooh, thrifting tips for serious scavengers, I really love this, you're going to put, yes, this is what you're going to do. If you find a content piece, thrifting, upcycling, thrifting on a budget, you're not sure about this, you're like, you know what, my channel's on thrifting for fashion, but thrifting for interior design, I don't know about this, question mark, but it's still potential, right? Or what else is another content idea? Oh yeah, Goodwill thrifting haul. Goodwill thrifting haul. If you're like, this is a great idea, but I would like to add my own special sauce to it, then you want to add the sparkle. The sparkle and the check mark is different because the check mark means you're exactly going to do your content exactly as this title, thrifting tips for serious scavengers. So you're not really going to switch it up. The reason why we pull content from these sites is because these sites are already telling us these are high performing content. These are things people are searching for, people want to see. So that's the content you're going to create on. Do you see what we're doing here? I'm going to show you more places to find good content. The Google page. You're going to type in what your channel is about. You're going to scroll down. And right here, Google literally tells you what the top videos are in your niche. Thrifting New York City. How to thrift like a pro. So I'm going to... What else is there? Beginner's Guide to Thrifting. Right? A whole bunch. 9 thrift shops, most affordable, best. Okay, it's showing me New York because I live in New York. But here's another one. Thrifting for clothes like a pro, the ultimate guide. For clothes like a pro, ultimate guide, right? What you guys are doing right now is you're seeing potential content, potential titles for your videos. Okay, already you're pulling from high converting content already. And you are seeing the language of what people do when they talk. You're seeing the language of people in your niche, in your channel. This is what your audience responds to. How to thrift like a pro, a beginner's guide to thrifting, clothes like a pro, serious scavengers, thrifting, upcycling. These are the words and languages that your viewers are using, right? So you're not just like making things up. This is data proof right here. Another way to do this is when you type in whatever your channel is about, you're going to click on websites that is similar to your niche. Okay, so thrifting, I clicked on this website, the Every Girl. The Every Girl is kind of like a lifestyle beauty. They kind of cover everything. So they have like career and finance, fashion, beauty, living, wellness. So what I do is I click into fashion and beauty here. and look at all these beautiful content pieces. Now you're probably thinking, well, TJ, these aren't these aren't about thrifting. I'm like, I know, but check this out. The most diverse piece to add to your wardrobe. I'm going to twist it. The most diverse piece to find during thrifting to add to your wardrobe, or the most diverse thrifting piece to add to your wardrobe. 12 things every woman should have in her closet. 12 things every woman should thrift when thrifting, right? Right? So I'm taking these amazing titles, these amazing content ideas, and I'm switching it into my niche. Okay. So these are all the ways you can find content, right? Okay. Now let's move back to the slides. Right. Where's my notes? Where's my notes? Okay. So now that you have all that, you're going to put it into your content mining template. This content mining template is going to be in the Bublup folder. So if you guys haven't joined it, make sure you get in that, because everything we talk about in this workshop, I'm going to drop it like hot fire in that folder. Okay. Where else can you find content that people are searching for? The YouTube search engine itself. It is still the most powerful way for you to find content that will convert in views. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to head to the YouTube search engine. We're going to type in thrifting. Yes. Oh, no, sorry, we're not going to type in thrifting. But basically what you're going to do is, if your channel's on thrifting, you would go to the YouTube search engine, type in thrifting, and I'm going to show you what's going to happen. The reason why we do all of this homework is because we're not going to create out of nowhere. So a lot of people spend hours and hours and hours creating content. Even if the content is good, if it's content that's not searchable, okay, if it's content that people like are not asking for, like, then the chances of it ranking in YouTube is very, very low. And so they spend all this hours building all this good content, filming these videos, building this channel, and they're like, how come people aren't watching my videos? Do the homework first, right? You do this homework first. And this only took what? I mean, it's gonna take you a little longer, but so far we have so many great content about thrifting in like less than 15 minutes. So now let's talk about how to use the YouTube search bar. You're gonna type in your topic of choice. You're going to pay attention to the auto-populated choices. So since we already used thrifting as an example, let's switch into self-care. All right, let's say you have a self-care channel. This is, these are screenshots, because if I load it live, it will be so slow. So I type in self-care tips. YouTube is going to auto-populate all these ideas for you of what people are searching for. So self-care tips for women, beauty, mental health, every girl should know, for depression, students, for moms. They're literally telling you, hey, these are like, the type of content you should create because this is what people are searching for, right? They're telling you right here. Another trick, you can add a little dash in the front, and it will show you another way to like formulate your keyword. So if your keyword is self-care tips, it'll show you like girl self-care tips, best self-care tips, ASMR self-care tips. I had no idea ASMR was a big thing in the self-care community, like ASMR self-care tips, but because I did this search, now I see it, right? So if previously you were like, oh, I didn't even know, previously you were like, I don't know what type of content to do. Now they're saying you, hey, you can do ASMR self-care tips. 10 easy self-care tips for depression. Okay, 5 self-care tips, all these things, right? All these great content ideas. Another way to work the search bar is you use these quotation marks. What the quotation marks means, it basically means that you really want that specific word in the title. And it's going to show you a more niche down, more specific videos. So then if you put self-care tips moms, it will only show you videos on self-care stuff for moms. Or words like moms. You see this one's mums, mums, but yes. So another way to use this is you can minus tips. So let's say you were looking for like, I know this is not a good example for this one, but let's say you are looking for Mac Miller's song. If you type in self-care minus tips, Mac Miller song, it basically, you don't want to see any videos with tips in it. So it'll show you different types of content. And this is good for your search too. So now that we kind of understand how to use that search bar, we're going to get into tools to dig even deeper. So SEO tools to help you out. Let me take a sip of water. 2 tools, TubeBuddy and vidIQ. These are the top tools, and they are not only good for search, they're good for a ton of other things. But today we'll just talk about the basics. I use TubeBuddy, although I will say the stats on vidIQ is a little bit more accurate, but I've been using TubeBuddy forever, and I really like their interface. It is up to you whether, like, it doesn't matter which one you use, they all share similar data. I'll drop an article into the Bublup folder that compares the two, and you can decide for yourself which one you want to invest in, okay? The reason why we want to use these tools is because then we can create titles with search intent. Creating video titles with search intent, that's really important. So let's get started. Let's say you decided, okay, I'm a self-care channel, I want to create self-care tips. So you start researching content and you're seeing all the different types of things that pop up. Women, students, moms, parents, college students, anxiety teachers, skin. All right, so I'm like, okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with self-care tips for skin. You know, I think I'm gonna look into that. So I press self-care tips for skin, and this is what pops up. The little bar on the right side, that is TubeBuddy. And what you're looking for is the TubeBuddy score of fair and above. And don't worry, I'm going to magnify it for you right here. Okay, so let me explain this little toolbar. TubeBuddy will tell you right then and here whether this keyword you just typed in, this essentially your topic for a video, is going to tell you this keyword has some competition, but not enough search volume to make it, but also enough search volume to make it worth targeting. So it's telling you, you know what, this is not a bad keyword to target. General rule is you want fair or above. If it says anything less than that, then try to avoid that topic. I mean, there are other exceptions to rules, but we won't cover that here. Okay, so fair and above. Let me explain what search volume. So you see up there, search volume and competition. What does that mean? Search volume equals the number of searches for that keyword. So it means how many people are searching for that particular keyword, that phrase, usually within a month. It's like, yeah. Competition is the people on YouTube making videos on the same things. So what this basically meant was they looked at the amount of people searching for this, and they looked at the amount of competition, and they decided, you know what, based on those two things, I don't think it's a bad keyword. People are searching for it. There's not too much competition, so you can still rank for it, right? Yes. Okay. Oh wait. Well, for me, who has been doing this for a while, I'm not satisfied with that. You can stop there, absolutely, but I want to look a little bit more into this. I think I can get a better score. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down on all the other videos under self-care tips for skin, and these are some of the videos that popped up. Okay, and I'm going to look at it, and I'm like, 6 tips for healthy skin. That's a pretty good one. 10 little self-care tips that makes a big difference. That one doesn't really have to do with skin. And then the next one, the ultimate self-care skincare routine. Ooh, for maximum hydration and product penetration. The ultimate self-care skincare routine. I like that. I like those keywords. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in those keywords. Self-care skincare routine. If you look on the right side, boom, 79 out of 100. This keyword isn't too competitive and has enough search volume to make it worth targeting. That's what I'm going to do my video on, a self-care skincare routine. And I'm going to use those exact words in my title. Let's do more examples. Love examples. Let's say you're a fitness channel, right? Okay, and let me just make sure I didn't skip anything. Yeah, okay, let's say you're a fitness channel and you type in workout for because you want to create workout videos. YouTube, again, is going to tell you all of these different workouts that you can create stuff on. Workout for kids, beginners, belly fat, abs, butt, women, me, kids at home, weight loss, right? These are all different videos you can do. So let's say you're like, okay, you know what? Let's do a workout for belly fat. Like, I'm a fitness coach. That's like, I love doing workouts on that. Let's do that. All right, so I'm going to click that. And this is the stuff that shows up. And let me take a sip of my little water. Okay. One thing I want to note for you guys is like, look at this workout for belly fat, searches per month, almost 200,000 searches per month. So if you create videos on this topic, even if you get like a little piece of the pie, that's still a lot of views, especially if you're a small channel, right? And one thing I want to note here then is that some topics, some niche on YouTube is just so wildly in demand. Like, it's just what people want, are searching for all the time, right? This is why channels on, for example, fitness or on growing on YouTube and getting subscribers, they grow so fast because people are constantly searching for that. Those type of content are constantly in demand. So please, if you're in a different niche, don't compare yourself to those channels. Okay, like a lot of YouTube channels are like, I grew my stuff to like 100K. Don't compare yourself to those channels. Different niche, different topics. Check out these stats on this video. Helping men fight belly fat, 8.5 million views. 7-day challenge, 69 million views. 10-minute morning routine, 7 million views. Fitness is hot, hot, hot. And one thing I want to note here is if you look at this video on the bottom, how to lose belly fat while sleeping overnight. Works like magic. Why I want to pinpoint this video and point this out is because chill out. This channel only has, sorry, I have something blocking my view, but this channel, I think it says this channel only has 15K subscribers. Yet this video was able to get 250K views in 3 months. What that's saying to me is that this is a fire content. It's a fire content. If a small channel like that can get the videos to that many views, this content is hot. And I mean, look at the title, how to lose belly fat while sleeping overnight works like magic, right? So what I would do is I would go into my content mining thing. What was it? How to lose belly fat while sleeping, something like that, right? And this is like, let's pretend I'm content mining for a fitness channel. I would put fire emoji right here. This is to indicate to me that this is a really hot topic right now, and I can either create content around it, create similar content, okay, or try to twist it and into whatever I'm doing. So if you can be like, I tried to lose belly fat while sleeping overnight, didn't work like magic, right? Okay, back into my notes. Okay, yeah, so I just zoomed in on the stats for you. Again, 200K searches per month. And it's telling you this is a key, even though this keyword is fairly competitive, it is searched so often that it's probably worth targeting. So it's telling you, hey, a lot of people are searching for this. So even though there's a lot of competition, a lot of fitness channels, you still have a chance of ranking. And another section I want to point out on the bottom, related searches. Here, okay, here is all like way more video ideas for you. This is like what, 10 or 11 ideas. If you are a fitness channel, this is like basically 2-3 months worth of content if you're uploading a video a week, right? You can make a video on workout for belly fat for women, workout for belly fat at home, workout for belly fat for men, workout for belly fat and thighs, workout belly fat for beginners. You guys get the point, right? But like, this is all video ideas right here. Okay. Obviously, we're gonna try to switch it up and make it unique so you pop out. So now we get into, let's say you decide you want to make a video on workout for belly fat. How are you going to stand out amongst all the other channels that are doing workouts for belly fat? That's what we're going to get into now. How to make your video stand out. I'm going to take a little sip of coffee. All right, hold on. Can I do a check-in? How is this, guys? Can you guys type in yas in the chat box if this has been super helpful? Any blowing your mind? Go ahead. Go ahead. Type in yas. Okay, guys. So, how to make your videos stand out. Here we go. Yay! Everyone's like, yes, it's so good. Good, you guys. There's some good stuff, all right? Okay. How to make your video stand out. Now that you have a video topic you want to create, and again, we didn't just pull this video topic out of nowhere and be like, I think I'm going to do a video on like toilet paper. You did the homework. You already know this topic is widely searched and in demand, and you have a chance of ranking for it. That's why you start working on this video, right? We're being very strategic about this. How to make your video stand out. Your title has to stand out. Your title has to stand out, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Putting back on my Harry Potter glasses. So if you decide that you want to make a video on workout for belly fat, here's different ways to make your title stand out. You can make it a listicle. So listicle is kind of like listicles is basically like 10 ways, 9 ways, 12 reasons, 5 reasons, stuff like that. Amount of time, minutes or timeline. So especially in the fitness world, right? Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. Different types of workout. There's different types of workout, standing, laying down, sitting. Another way to make it stand out is adding emotional triggers. And this type of stuff works for no matter what niche you guys are in, okay? And if you have the best understanding of what your channel is about, so you will understand how it stands out. And like, this type of work of like thinking creatively and making you different, it does take a little bit of practice. It's not something that is just intuitive and comes overnight. This is something you have to work at. Okay, but let me show you some ways. So let's say your title is workout for belly fat. If you decide to go with the listicles, you can say 10 workout exercises for belly fat. If you decide to go with the amount of time, minutes or timeline, you can say 5-minute workout for belly fat, or workout for belly fat results in 10 days. Another thing, workout for belly fat, standing only, no jumping. If you understand your audience really well, you will know that a lot of people don't like to jump during workouts, including me, right? Another way, emotional triggers, workout for belly fat, intense. Some people really like to sweat and feel like they're dying by the end of their workout. This video is for them. But these are all the different ways that you can make your video stand out in not just the title, but in the content compared to all the other belly fat workout videos, right? If your video is just another workout for belly fat, those big channels are gonna eat you up. So figure out how to be different. Another way to make your video pop is the thumbnail. But before I get into the thumbnail, you guys, I need you to understand what YouTube is doing on the back end. When you upload your video, the moment you launch that video, YouTube is going to scan your video page and scan your channel, and then they're going to decide where to put your video you just uploaded in the search pages. So they're going to be like, okay, this workout for belly fat, okay, I'm going to put it in this search page right here. Okay, and then the YouTube algorithm in the back end, the little robotic stuff, they start to monitor how well your video performs. Even if your video, so let's say your video shows up on the search pages, okay, it has a great thumbnail, it has a great title, and people are clicking through to it to watch it, that means you have high click-through rate. So they're monitoring your click-through rate. So again, click-through rate means the impression, the amount of people who are seeing your thumbnail, and the amount of, and then versus the amount of people who are actually clicking to it. So click-through rate can be like 4 to 6%. I would say average, right? Something like that. So if a lot of people are clicking through your video, all right, you know what YouTube is going to do? They're going to move you up the search ranks. They're going to move you up the search pages because they're like, hey, a lot of people are really, really interested in this. Like, let's get more people to see this video. However, even if your video gets on the search pages, right, if people are not clicking on it, something's wrong with your thumbnail, something's wrong with that title, like the content itself is not good, or the content itself is not good, guess what happens? Your video moves down the ranks. It just gets hidden. All YouTube wants to do is to have content that makes people stay on YouTube. So if people aren't clicking into your video and staying on YouTube to watch, they're not going to promote it. It's not going to show up. So that's what's happening in the back end. And I forgot to do little emojis, but so you upload your video, YouTube calculates like beep boop where to put you, see how you perform, and they either move you up or they move you down, and that's it, right? This is why I say like understanding search is one piece of the pie. If somebody clicks into your workout for belly fat video and it's really bad, like it's really bad workout, or like it's just not good content, and I'm not talking about quality, but like the content itself, okay? Like if you're doing like weird exercises, like just something, whatever it is about your video, and they leave your video, then the audience retention is low, and YouTube takes that as like, even if people are clicking through your video, they're not watching it all the way through. So in the end, it's not a good video after all. So that's why I say this is just a piece of the pie, you guys. All right, so now that you understand what's happening in the back end, let's talk about thumbnails that pop. This will really be different. The rules will really change depending on what niche you're in, but the general rule is like minimal words, lots of image, or it pops. Okay. Here, I'm just going to show you examples because it's easier to see with visuals. If you are a coach, okay, these are the type of thumbnails that work for you, coaches or entrepreneurs. Why is that, you guys? Generally, audience members who follow coaches and entrepreneurs, they're all about like elevating their mind, and they respond to, you know, triggering emotional things and things that like inspire and motivate them, right? That's why this on top is Gary Vee. That's why all his thumbnail is like things that will like trigger you and make you click on it. He knows his audience really well. Procrastination is good? Question mark. No more regrets, right? I'm ready to be motivated. Same thing on the bottom. This is Marie Forleo. Her text, it's still a lot of text, but they are all eligible, and it's really good copywriting. 3 easy ways to punch up your copy. the toxicity of call out culture. It's stuff that will get you to click on it. You're like, oh, I'm really interested. I don't run with people who haven't failed. Oh my gosh, I'm interested, you know? Are you gonna run with me? Click into, you guys get the point, okay? And one thing I want you guys to notice here, and this is really important, is that the title and the copy, the words on their thumbnail is different. Why is that? Because you have two chances to get people to click on it, right? Your title is what ranks you into the search pages. Your thumbnail is what gets people to click on it. So what you're thinking, when you're thinking about your title, you're thinking about search. When you think about thumbnail, you're thinking about the human side of YouTube. I'm gonna show you more examples. This is for lifestyle and beauty. The top is Tina. She does a lot of different beauty trends, trying stuff, a lot of transformations. So if you look at her thumbnails, you see a lot of before and after. It's like really pretty, very bright, right? And then on the bottom, this is Golden RX. She is amazing. She saved me so much. So her thumbnails is amazing because she's in the skincare field, and look how big the face is enlarged, right? So if you're somebody searching for skincare content, like look at that. Wouldn't you want to click on that? Oh my gosh, who wouldn't want to click on these thumbnails? Not only is their title search friendly, but their thumbnails is extra clickable and it pops. She really understands her audience. If you look at this thumbnail, you see those blackheads. She understands that people hate blackheads and they want to get it out. And so she put that on the thumbnail. Same thing with that first video, plump, dewy, glow. She understands her audience so well. These are the words they want their skin to look like. So to do thumbnails that pop, you have to understand your audience and you have to understand where you are superior. I don't say superior, where you are different, right? Everyone's different. Yeah. Example of photography. So this is Pierre on top, and my gosh, yeah, okay. So this is the photography thumbnails, and you guys see it's totally different. Like it's like so tones, you know, about tones and lines of a landscape. It's like totally different from what we just saw, right? And the reason is because when you guys are in your specific channel or niche, everybody is trying to create thumbnail that one, people are familiar with, people will click on, and two, that outperforms other people. But just look at how different depending on the niche that these thumbnails are, right? So this really requires you to do a lot of research and understand whatever your channel is on. But look at that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're running out of time. Eat. Okay. So your goal is to make sure your thumbnails stand out from what's already out there. So the combination of a title that pops and a thumbnail that pops, it's going to increase your click-through rate. It's going to get people to click on it and move you up in the search ranks. I know this workshop was like 40 minutes, but I want you to know that this type of stuff, it requires work. And it requires you to do a lot of hard work. Okay, it's not easy stuff that's just intuitive. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it, right? But that's where you're going to excel because now you know how to do it. And okay, so this part, I have like 5 minutes left for this, and then we have a Q&A at the end. So I want to talk about how I went viral or how my videos hit 1 million views. So I consider viral 1 million views, especially for small YouTubers. And these are the videos. So you'll see these are my top performing videos. One of them is almost gonna hit 1 million views. But today we're gonna talk about this video and how I got it to rank so well. Yeah, it got 10 million views. Sorry if you guys hear the cops. I live in New York City and you always hear sirens. Okay, so YouTube, in addition to search, you have to understand trends. This is a little bit more advanced, okay? In every niche, there are wildly popular topics. For me, because I've been doing travel for so long, I understand what those topics are in my niche. Van life is very popular. If you guys follow travel bloggers, everybody's doing van life now. It's not just because it's coronavirus and quarantine and we can't fly anymore. That's a case, yes. But van life itself has already been a very, very, very in-demand topic on YouTube. So if you create any content on vans, van renovation, first impression of van life, how you shower in a van life, like all these things, wildly popular, you will get views because there's a lot of people looking for this content. Specific countries in the travel, India, people really love content in India. Turkey, a lot of specific countries will get you higher views, more views. Quarantine fly vlogs, especially right now, that's a trend because people are interested in seeing like how, you know, people are wearing masks, are the flight attendants, what's the process like. Another really trendy topic is they throw a pin at the map blindfolded and they see where it lands. Those vlogs do well. Review of business flights, premium economy flights, first cabin, first whatever, right? People really like to see like what that's like and what kind of food they serve or what the seats are like and what the service is like. Street food is really popular as well, and there's so many other things. To understand trends, there's a way to do this. Yes, can't cover it in this workshop. This is a beginner's workshop. But if you have been in your particular niche long enough, if you have been following, you know, vloggers in your niche long enough, then you will know what those trends are. So how I got this video to get to 10 million views is because I discovered that the capsule hotel was a widely popular topic. People really, really loved it. People really loved searching for this. And this was like 3 years ago. So it's even more popular now because of all these big videos. But back then it was like really popular already. How I popped, how I made it different. First of all, I want you guys to look at the title, Capsule Hotel Experience. That's my keyword. That's my keyword. So how I made it popped, I went to a capsule hotel in Taiwan that no one has went to before. So that's already different. It was located in Taiwan. I was the first to cover it. Secondly, I added cutest at the front of my keyword, making it different from all the other capsule hotel videos, because back then everyone's videos was just on tour of the hotel. Nobody had the cutest experience. So that's why I put it there, right? And third, I made sure that this video was entertaining and kept the viewers watching. Because even if they click into my video, if they're not watching and they bounce out, YouTube won't promote it, right? So it's a combination of so many things. But this is the formula that I used. Trend plus your superpower branding, what makes you different. Superpower branding is essentially your unique value proposition. Unique value proposition, what makes you different from everyone else in your field. Click-through rate. High click-through rate equals good thumbnail, good titles, and retention. Your content has to be good. I'm not talking about quality, I'm talking about the information in that content. And that's a powerful combination to explode a video. All right, so now we're gonna get to Q&A part, but before we start, I wanted to let you guys know, for those of you who already have current channel and you guys want to take it to the next level, the second round of my mastermind, it's my premium coaching program, is launching, and it's going to be different this time. Okay, it's going to have a beta course component, and you'll be spending time with me for 3 months. So if you learned a lot in just 45 minutes, imagine what you're going to learn in 3 months. And I think I have some mastermind ladies in here. Yay! So I've launched the second round, and I am accepting applications now. You guys can DM me on Instagram. It is application process because I only want to work with very specific people who are really committed. Okay, so this course is going to entail everything that I did to take my YouTube to 400K and start signing 5-figure contracts. So maybe like 4 to 5 years in my YouTube experience condensed into 3 months. So it's called the Blogger Academy. This is all the stuff it's going to cover. Making sure you have a repeatable system to generate insane amount of content. This is how I batch create and create like 20 videos in 10 days and have 3 to 4 months of content finished. I'm going to teach you guys the advanced part of making your videos appear on search engine, signing 4-figure brand deals, and really turning your passion into paid. Okay, and again, these are the people I'm looking for. If you guys are complete beginners, stick around. Like, I have free resources. I did a 2-hour workshop on equipment to use. All right, so like, stick with me. I want you guys to first get over that beginner hump. But if you guys are somebody who already have a YouTube channel and you're working consistently and you want the systems and strategies to take it to the next level, apply to Blogger Academy, okay? Because I want to work with you and help you out. Please remember, I'm looking for people who are not afraid of hard work, okay, but want to have a lot of fun doing it. Again, if you guys are beginners, stick around, you guys, because I have so much freebies and workshops and trainings, and I'm sure you guys learned so much already in this workshop. Be sure you head into this Bublup folder, because what I'll do is I'll drop the slides to this workshop, all the things we talked about, and I will drop that 2-hour-long workshop that I did into this folder so you guys can watch that too. So if you guys are beginner, not only will you learn about ranking your videos, you will also learn about equipment, how to set things up, how to set up your vlogging space, right? So getting you covered. Now, if this workshop was helpful, you guys, take a picture, tag me on Instagram, tell me about your takeaways, tell me if you enjoyed it, if you loved it, it would be so amazing. All right, so now let's get into the Q&A part, you guys. Woo! That was some good info. Okay, Q&A, Amy. Amy, are you here? Are you here? Amy?
I'm here. Sorry. I had to go find my mute button.
No worries. All right,
All right. I'm good. How are you?
Good.
We're jumping into Q&A?
Yes, let's jump into Q&A.
Awesome. All right, let's start. We've had tons of great questions. Let me go find our first one. All right.
Love good questions.
I think you've gone over a bunch of these, so let me just make sure. There were a couple of people who asked that Excel spreadsheet that you were showing that had the emojis with the fire and stuff. They mentioned they couldn't find it in your folder. Is it up there yet, or is it going to get up?
It's not yet. So after this, I'm dropping all the good stuff. So make sure you guys get into that folder.
Awesome. Great. Okay, here's a question a lot of people asked. How do we get a personality as bubbly as TJ? Because that's the real special sauce.
I don't know, you guys. I asked my mom. I was born this way. I came out of her just singing. Okay, you guys, I will tell you guys this, okay? And especially because I worked with some my mastermind ladies who like don't even have a channel, and getting over that initial hump of like being confident on camera and talking normally, like it just takes practice, okay? And I want you to know that even if you don't have a quirky or amazing personality, you can still win and be amazing on YouTube. It's not all about personality. There are a lot of YouTubers who are very much just themselves. They're not like all out there like, right? They're not like that. But yeah, they get like so many views. So really own who you are and understand that like you have whatever it takes already to be amazing on YouTube.
Awesome. I know you went over this, but it's been asked a few times, and I think it's good to repeat it. But how can you stand out using keywords that are already saturated? What's kind of your good advice there?
Kind of the pop, right? Yeah, it's kind of the pop. What I would really this is where the research part come in. You have to really see using those keywords what your competitors or what the other people are doing to get people onto their videos. So then a lot of people are starting to add more emotional triggers now. So like stuff like, I don't know, gosh, I wish I had, like if you watch Best Dressed has pretty good titles. Like you gotta know the emotional triggers to get people to click on it. Okay, and I have to see like what your video is to help you out. But I went over the different ways, right, to change up your title.
Awesome.
Yeah, all the different ways to change up your title.
Awesome. All right. Do you think it is worth the monthly pro subscription for both TubeBuddy and vidIQ?
I only use the free version of vidIQ, but I only use that for to see the subscriber amount of an account. Like yeah, I only use vidIQ because it shows me, like when I'm on the search page, it shows me how many subscribers the channel has. That's how I can find the fire content. But then I actually pay for pro for TubeBuddy. And I think it's worth it, but you can just get away with the free. And like, yeah, you can just get away with the free one if you wanted.
Awesome. If you also want to target audiences out of the US, is it useful to add different languages for the title, or is it best to do that in the description?
Oh, I see. Okay, so I actually have a student who is making like a drama review, and she kind of mixes it up. So she has some videos where it's like English, but with Chinese on the thumbnail, for example, or like a couple of words of Chinese, but it's mostly English. So you can kind of mix it up. Yeah.
Awesome. I'm trying to make sure that we're kind of staying on topic with our question.
I know a lot of people have like general YouTube questions.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We probably answered a lot of those in the Blog from Home workshop. So if you guys are
Mhm.
curious, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Will making modifications to a good SEO title hurt the score?
Um, so you can, okay, so generally within the first 24 hours, you might want to avoid changing it so much. But after a couple of days, YouTube actually in the analytics, it'll tell you like after a couple of days, oh, you know what? People aren't really clicking through this. You might consider changing the title or thumbnail. They'll actually tell you that in analytics if you look in the analytics. So if they tell you that, they're saying like, hey, listen, your click-through rate is very low, then yes, you can consider modifying your title and your thumbnail and trying to re-rank it.
Awesome. Do you think stamps are beneficial for your video, or would you encourage your audience to only watch a small part of the video?
Yeah, I've seen people do timestamps. I think it's a wonderful way, depending on your niche. But I think it's a wonderful way because like some people just want to get straight to the point. Um, and then like they'll rewatch things too, and it just helps them get more engaged on your video as well. I don't think it's a bad idea. It depends on your niche. If you're doing like a travel vlog, you might not want to do a timestamp. You want them to watch the story line. But if you're doing maybe like a helpful guide or something, or like testing products, you might do timestamp.
Does age matter on getting our channel to improve?
Age? No. No, it doesn't. There's like, no. If anything, you would have, oh, like, if anything, you can create content around, content that caters to your age range, if that makes sense. That caters, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to create content for teens if you don't want to. But like, that would be great actually, because you can carve out a niche for yourself. Like, for example, fitness for women over 40s, right? Like, that's great. And there's actually a channel that does that. All her workouts are targeted for people of an older demographic. Like, yeah.
All right, I'm going to take this next question. Where do people find the Bublup folder? It was in the email that was sent out to you an hour before this workshop. It would have had the link in it, and the link that you used to join this workshop came from that email. So if you go back to that email, you can find the link to her folder. You can also find it in the chat section. So I know we mentioned you're going to be living in the question section for this workshop, but there is a chat section here, and you'll find the link in there as well. So hopefully that directs you to all the places you can find the Bublup link. Hashtags. How many is too many, TJ?
Okay, so thank you for addressing this question. I wanted to address it too. Fill up your tags, but understand that it's not the most important part. So fill up all your tags, but understand that it's not the most important part. And if you use tools like TubeBuddy and vidIQ, they will tell you what tags, videos are using. So you can just copy those tags and put it into yours.
Sorry, I pushed the wrong button to unmute myself. All right. What are the key metrics we should pay attention to, and how can we take action on improving them?
Click-through rate, audience retention. So getting people to click on your video, again, your content needs to pop, right? And then getting them to stay. And that includes like scripting, the structure of your video, and it includes building authority in your field. So this is why I say this is like a piece of the pie.
Not exactly a ranking video question. However, how long did it take you to get to 1 million views or videos using your SEO tools?
To 1 million, I don't know actually, because I would say the capsule hotel, it got to 1 million. So the first month it was uploaded, it didn't grow so fast. Okay, because I think YouTube was still trying to understand where it would fit into the search pages. But then I would say maybe like 2-3 months into that video being up, it went from like 10,000 views to 100,000 views to 300,000 views, and eventually 1 million views within like maybe a month or 2 months. It was really fast. And I've seen this with one of my students. I don't know if she's here, but she made a video and it went to 1 million views in like a month, I think, a month or 2 months. But then when she first uploaded it, it didn't have a lot of views. So it takes a while for YouTube to start ranking and figuring out where your video goes and to start recommending you.
Do subtitles make a difference in SEO ranking?
Captions? Yes. Yeah. I would suggest captions, and also, like, you know, that they're great for people who need the captions as well. So yeah. And YouTube does scan your videos and try to see what you're saying and try to figure it out, but it's a robot in the end, so anything you can do to help them. But mostly, like, the captions is so you can reach a wider audience. Some people can't, you know, hear, and like they need the captions, so do that for them.
This is a little technical question, not sure if you know the answer, but somebody said they just tried to download TubeBuddy and it says I have to give them permission to delete my videos. Is that safe?
Oh, it's because TubeBuddy has their own video management platform. Oh, by the way, if you guys can use the link in my Bublup folder, do that. It's an affiliate link. It would help me out, but if you guys already downloaded, no problem. But it's because TubeBuddy has their own video management platform where you can, on their website, manage your YouTube channel. So then in order to do that, they would need to have access to a lot of things, including deleting your video. But you are the one deleting it, not TubeBuddy, if that makes sense. But you're just deleting it on their website. It's hard to explain, but just don't worry too much. Yeah. It's a trusted tool, so.
All right, this is a great question. I've been uploading videos that's a mix of different topics in an attempt to find my niche, but now that I think I've found it, do you recommend I remove my old non-related videos?
Yes and no. If your old non-related ones you really love and it showcases your personality and your story and gives a good picture of who you are, you should keep it. But if you want your channel to look pretty, yeah, take it off. Go unlisted with it, you know? You can always bring it back.
What are your thoughts on YouTube premieres?
It's really fun. I think it's great. With YouTube, it's like anytime they launch a new product or they're testing some new things, you always want to try to use it because YouTube really wants it to work too. But Premiere is great, and also, like, if you premiere your video, you get like more higher retention because people who watch the premiere with you, they're likely to stay through the whole video, right? Versus if they just saw it on their feed and you aren't there with them watching it live. So it's just like better retention on your video. You get to engage with their fans. So yeah, win-win.
What in your opinion, what's a great click-through rate? My last video is at an 8, and I don't know if I should be excited about it or not.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. 8%, right? No, that's really good.
Awesome. Do you have a vendor that you use to make good captions or subtitles?
Yes, oh yeah, you know what, let me drop it in the Bublup folder for you guys. But yes, there is.
Awesome. Someone asked, when can I create my AdSense account?
When you have hit, I think it's like 1,000 subscribers now, or $4,000 and 4,000 hours of watch time. That's when you can start making money on YouTube or getting ads. You need to reach that amount first.
Is YouTube placement done by YouTube employees or an algorithm?
Okay, so YouTube will always deny that they have employees placing it, and they'll always say it's the algorithm. I feel like there's an employee aspect. You didn't hear from me. That's what I think, because if you think about all those, like Trevor Noah show, Jimmy Kimmel show, there's got to be some type of money going in there because their videos are recommended everywhere, right? So there's got to be some type of monetary value that these shows are giving YouTube to do that. So I do think in some way there's like an employee aspect to videos being recommended. Yeah.
How would I go about re-ranking a posted video?
You go into your title. Okay, how would you go about? Well, first of all, is it even worth re-ranking, or are you just creating a new video? You know what I mean? Like, if the video content itself is not good, even if you try to re-rank it, it's just so But if you do want to rank it, if you're like, this is really good, change up the titles and change up your thumbnails. And TubeBuddy, I think if you do the, I don't have this level, but if you pay, I think it's like $49 a month, they have this tool where you can A/B test your thumbnails. So you can have people can see two different thumbnails, and you can see on the back end, like, which one performs better. So that's an interesting tool if you want to try that.
What tool do you use to make thumbnails?
I dropped it in the Bublup folder. It's my favorite tool. It's in there.
Awesome. How can we increase our watch time so we can reach monetization faster?
I keep saying, but like your content has to be good, and I don't mean like you need to drop like so much money on camera and stuff, but just like, does your video provide value to your audience? You know, like, are you going over really good facts and providing genuine, real tips, and not just like gimmicky things and hacks? You know what I mean? Like, it has to provide genuine value for them to stay on the video.
Sorry if I missed it, but what is eligible text for YouTube videos?
Oh, sorry. It's just meaning like the text has to be readable, like big enough to read. Because a lot of people's texts are really, really tiny, small, or like they're like too cursive-y and you can't read it. And you're like, when these thumbnails show up, they're really tiny, you know? So you want to make them readable. Like the happiness ratio is gigantic. Funny TikTok's gigantic. You know what I mean?
How long did it take for you to reach 1,000 subscribers?
Oh, all right. I'm gonna be totally transparent and real with you guys. Like, the first year of YouTube, I had no freaking idea any of this stuff. So then if you guys are just starting out and you're learning the stuff you just learned in my workshop, you're already ahead. It took me like a whole freaking year to even understand that YouTube is a search engine and I need to create search topics. I had no idea. So my first year, I was just uploading random videos. It was all over the place, random videos. And I think I ended my first year with like, it was either 3,000 or 6,000 subscribers, but after a whole year of being on YouTube. So I don't exactly know how long it took me to get that 1,000, but just know that I didn't know what I was doing the first year at all. Good times.
Seems like you know what you're doing now.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah.
All right. What is the one thing that can really bring your rankings down?
Okay. So in the YouTube field, when people are like, okay, your YouTube needs to, if you watch a lot of growing on YouTube, if you watch a lot of channels on how you can grow on YouTube, right? They will always tell you like you need to build authority in your field, authority in your field, authority in your field. And what that means is like you need to create enough content around a specific topic that you just have like so many content in that topic that YouTube starts ranking you in that topic. However, if you decide today that you have a fitness channel and suddenly you want to move into more fashion, there's a chance that once you upload that fashion video, YouTube gets really confused and they don't know where to rank this new video because it's so different. All the keywords are so different from your usual fitness videos. And that can pull down your ranking a little bit. Okay. However, if you are a YouTuber who's just like, who people follow you for you, like your personality, for example, like in my field, like Kara and Nate, like people love, like they just love their personality. It doesn't really matter. Like anything you create, people will watch it because they've really started to grow and know who you are.
All right, our last question. Do you have an affiliate program if we're interested in promoting your course?
Oh, yes. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Yes. DM me or email me at cupofTJ. Also, anybody who wanted to apply for a Blogger Academy, you can DM me on Instagram.
And say your Instagram again for everyone.
Yay!
Awesome. At cupofTJ. Go look her up. So many great questions saying thank you so much. It was fabulous. We've reached the end of our Q&A. So do you want to wrap us up, TJ?
Yeah. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for attending. Best of luck on your guys' channel. You're going to do great.